Here's a damage assessment for the West Mundys, west side over the mountain part, assessing for the puzzler race here for our BNBA group to initiate some repairs. So I'm at the middle zone, about midway up. You can kind of see where the road tracks down there, off this way down there. Maybe you can see that. GoPros don't give you much perspective. But I'm in the worst zone, which is about midway up. And as you look here, I'm looking up the hill, and this is where it starts to get rowdy. And then it gets really rowdy through here, and it gets some big steppy stuff. So our ability to repair this with manual labor is going to be interesting in this section. All the upper part has typical damage. You can see where some of the big rocks falling down. Some of those might be recent, most of them are historical. But just trying to come through here, we got this big pit right here. We can fill that in with all the surrounding rock, no problem. But where we run into our problem here is right at the end here, and it gets literally on the edge. We're gonna have to restack some big rocks, maybe use some of this debris that they used to help support it. But it pretty much washed out right there. So coming along this edge is going to be tricky. We're gonna have to fill all this in and try and widen it to some degree, but we're not going to be able to go very far because it's too much of a sheer drop right there. So we're probably only going to be able to go up to where those, just past where those weeds are, just to about right here where these weeds are. We can at least make it, you know, maybe 3 feet wide, but you can get a sense of how ugly it is from there. If you took the pits out, the holes, and you were on a downhill bike, you could get through it, but no one's gonna be riding a downhill bike for the puzzle race. So we're gonna have to put some interesting time and effort, hopefully start on this in October. This is the section though that's going to be the biggest effort, and we're looking at this point, we're looking at a 4-foot ledge, and it wouldn't be a pretty landing, but just stacking material, figuring out how to stack material to support this base, because if we don't, and this ledge is kind of an overhang what I'm even standing on, so this will likely give way. And if it rains again, which it might this weekend, it's Thursday the 23rd of September, and I've had trails wash out all as late as mid-October. So this could still get worse. And you can see where they put some concrete in there in the past to stabilize it, but that's already been exposed. So this is going to be interesting, trying to get some of this rock debris. We're going to have to roll some of these bigger rocks down. I can already see that one right there in front of my finger. That one will be perfect to pry it off and roll down into here. Get some base rocks in, big base rocks, and then you just stack progressively smaller sizes up along the side until you can hopefully add at least another foot to the edge of this, because otherwise it's going to make for a real wild descent for the puzzler, or we're going to have to flip the direction and make everyone hike up this. It'll be safer hiking up it, but the direction right now is to go clockwise. We may have to go counterclockwise if we can't make this safe enough on the descents. This is where I can just see all the bodies laying out here. It's hard enough on the scree slope for people to deal with. You add this to it, holy crap, we'll just have a pile of bodies right here probably. So this is what we're going to be dealing with. Hopefully we can make it work with the right strategy. Rock and roll, everyone. Never a dull moment.